Hey everyone, today we're working on LeetCode Challenge 1637. In this challenge, our input is an array called points, and we're given coordinates with x and y values. And they want you to return the widest vertical area between 2 points such that no points are inside the area. So what does that mean? What are they asking for here? And it tells us that a vertical area is an area of fixed width extending infinitely along the y-axis. So the widest vertical area is the one with the maximum width. So when I first read this, what's a little bit confusing about this is the fact that they're telling us that a vertical area basically has infinite length along the y-axis. So if we look at the example that they give us here, it's telling us that this is going to extend infinitely up and down along the y-axis. So what controls the area here, the controlling factor, actually has nothing to do with the y value. It's only the distance between the x values. So what we're looking for is the maximum width between two adjacent points. And what we don't want is to look for example, between this point and this point, because this would have a containing point in between. So we're looking at the adjacent point values along the x-axis, and we're comparing the distance between them. So the best way to do this would be to take our input array, and we want to start by sorting them by the x values. So we're getting them in order of how they would lay on the plane in terms of the x-axis. And then once we do that, we're going to iterate through the array, and we're going to find the distances along the x-axis between each point, so we can determine which one gives us the maximum width, or therefore the widest vertical area. So getting into the code, we're going to start by running the sort method on our input array, pass in A and B, and we do need to sort this by the x value. So this is going to be A at the 0 index minus B at the 0 index. So that will sort our array. Then I'm going to create a variable called maxDiff, set that equal to 0. Next we're going to iterate through our array, and I'm going to start at 1. I'll show you why in just a second. I less than points dot length I plus plus. Okay, and then what we want to do is we want to set our max diff value here equal to whichever is greater, which is the current max diff, or now we're going to do our subtraction to compare the x values of two adjacent points. So we'll start with points at the index of I, and then we need to grab the x value, which is 0, and then I'm going to subtract that from points at the index of I minus 1 and at the index of 0. So that's why we started our iteration at 1, not at 0, because this will be points at I. That's essentially this value right here minus points at I minus 1. So it's always subtracting, going back one element in the array, so that we'll come out with either a positive number or 0 if they both have the same x value. And then we're calling math.max, comparing it to our current max diff value. Whichever one is greater will be set to the new max diff. And then we should be able to return that value. And there we go. We have a solution for this one. So hopefully you found this video helpful. Let me know if you have any other ideas on how you would solve this one, and have a great day.